Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So my last video we took out the 5.7, so now we're putting in the 6.1, but we have to do like some modifications and change stuff a little bit. So the first things first, AC compressor, I broke mine, but I had to get a new one anyway, so I got a new one of those. And then your power steering, you have to get a new one of those too because it mounts differently. It mounts up here instead of down here, and I couldn't reuse this because the pulley didn't line up with the rest, so that's why I had to get another one. But the oil pan, we had to change the oil pan out because the deep end was in the front of the 6.1, so we need it in the back to fit the truck. We took the 5.7 oil pan off and put it on a 6.1, and then we had to change the oil pickup, so we quick switched that around too also, and then we put a new gasket and all that stuff in. Another thing is for the transmission, this little plate back here, it hooks up into transmission right there. The 6.1 only has 3, so we had to swap those around. So I already got the 5.7 one off here. We're about to jack it up now and take that off and swap them around. But another thing that we had to change is this plug right here. It's just a little bit different than the 6.1, so I took the one off the 5.7 and put it on this one, and then that should work. The wiring harness for the coil packs and stuff, the plugs are different. So I have someone right now wiring new plugs to them, so that can all work pretty good. So we can use the same harness to the truck, like the same plug-in. So we just have different plugs and put on the original harness, and then that should all work out good. And then I still need to get an alternator because I don't have one yet. I mean, I think to do that, it's doing my plugs is going to give me one of his because he has a spare. So the dipstick here, so the 6.1 went into the oil pan, but the 5.7 goes through the block. So the 6.1 had like a little like plug there, so we had to punch that out so we could fit this one in. And then you just reroute it. We had to tap this because it was all corroded because you originally didn't use that one, and then we kind of brought it up here. Full focus. Brought it up here and then bent it to make it fit nice. So I think that's just where it's gonna hang for now. I mean, it's freaking up to the freaking moon, but I mean, it's whatever. I also took off the headers. I got different headers on. I got TTI headers for the RAM, like it's made for the RAM for the 5.7, but it's the same thing as a 6.1, so it should bolt up real nice. For the power steering pump, I still have to get a new bottle. I didn't get one yet because I thought I might be able to use the one from the truck, but I can't, so I still need to get one of those. And then I still gotta get different hoses and stuff. But I think we're gonna slap it in and then go from there and see what kind of stuff we need to modify and do, what kind of lines I need to get made or extended, shortened, whatever. But yeah, we're getting ready to drop it into the truck so we can see what we all need to do yet. But hopefully, cross our fingers that everything works out well, and it should hopefully start up and run. Alright, so we got the motor all ready. We're getting ready to drop it in, so I'll set you guys on up somewhere, and then we'll drop it on in and see how she lines up. Got it on the hoist. Everything all pretty much all set. We back here, a rat freaking ate my firewall padding stuff, so we cut some of it out and put some of that reflective heat shield stuff on. We got that all up in there too, so hopefully that'll be good. Oh, also, I didn't think I mentioned this. This is our fuel line. So the fuel line for the 5.7 is on this side, and we're gonna have to bend it or something to get it on this side. Okay, it's on this side for the 6.1, so we're gonna have to do that. But anyways, we're getting ready to slap her on in, so I'll set you guys up and then put her on in the bee. Alright, so what you want to do next is keep your truck to stock and don't touch it, and yeah, go home. No, but we tried putting the motor in and we couldn't get it in, and then we found out that we need to take out this one ring here because it didn't fit over the torque converter, so we had to pry this rig out of this hole in the 6.1, so I guess the 6.1 converters on the charger is smaller, or whatever it was in before. So this was in here, so we had to take that out. So now this is big enough to go over that little nipple right there. So we'll go for round 2 and see if she goes in or not. Alright, so we tried putting the motor in, and we had the motor in sitting there all nice and stuff, and when we put the torque converter bolts on, the torque converter would not spin, and we found out then that right here, it'll focus, there was, let me get this in focus. Alright, but anyways, there was a little ring around this, so it was hitting the front of this rig. So we had to shave that off, so now it'll slide in and it spins freely in there. We're going to try and put it back in, and hopefully everything works out well now. So when we had the motor in, we couldn't get the one motor mount bolt in. We were fighting with it for a while now, so we're going to run 3, but now that we have to run out, we're just going to drill out the hole a little bit bigger, or ream it out a little bit bigger. So it was driver's side, right, bottom one. So we reamed that out a little bit, so now hopefully it'll all work. We're going to try putting it in now. Just got to put that Betsy back in, and then the motor will go back in. So we have the motor out. We bent the fuel line more, and we took the little bracket off that goes to the transmission, like it bolts to the transmission. We took that off so we can bend it over more and it can reach, because like I said before, I think the fuel rail port to put it on is on the opposite side in the 5.7, so we need to bend it over and make it longer. I mean, you probably could buy like extension kits or something to extend it on over, but we just bent it, so that's what she looks like now. You got her coming all the way up here now, so maybe we'll have enough room to get on it hopefully, but we're pretty much ready to go back in, so we're gonna put it back in and then see what happens next. Alright, so it's been a while since I filmed last. I kind of got ahead of myself. So we got the motor in. As you can see here, it's all in. We basically put a lot back together. I'm just going to end the video here because I think it's already pretty long. And the next video we'll probably be starting it, I'm hoping. I got a little too far ahead of myself. Next video I'll explain some more stuff, but other than that, it's pretty much in. Fits now. Everything fits and lines up perfectly. I got a lot of stuff back on. There's just a few little stuff that I have to get yet and modify and stuff. Other than that, I guess that's it for the video. So make sure you like, subscribe, and come back next time to see the truck start up with a new motor. See you.